Hey, hey. Pasta D. Hey, hey. Ha ha. What? Hey! What? It's my jam. Chair dancing champion. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad, and this is Storytime. All right, so I did mention that I had some surprises for you guys. Some technical surprises, and you're about to see one of them coming up shortly. But first, let us do our thing, that we do in the beginning of the show for Stories of the Day. Stories of the Day. March 4th came and went, and there was no inauguration. Boo-hoo. Dr. Seuss is apparently not canceled, as he's hit the top of the Amazon book list. HR1 has been passed by the House, but the fight is just getting started. Speaking of fights, the COVID-19 bill is in the Senate, and goddamn Ron Johnson wants to gum up the works. Last but not least, we have You Raggedy Bitch. Both Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert. So, some folks are saying voice doubling. Let's see if I can't fix that, because that's not right. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Did that help? Huh? The voice better now? Cha-Cha says, sounds okay here. Synth Fan says, just sounds odd. No doubling for Kimini. And sound is fine. Nice is fine as I can, fine as near as I can tell. Okay, cool. Because I did make some changes to the technical operation of the show. One thing is that I got this cool little thing called a Stream Deck. Excuse me. Number one. And the Stream Deck helps me like press buttons during the show that I don't have to worry about the keyboard and finding what's what. Also, I have some other
cool effects as well. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Can you hear it? Can you hear all right? That's my stories of the day voice. This is you raggedy bitch.
Okay, and that's that. Yeah, so I did miss you guys yesterday. I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum. But as I said, I'm always trying to improve the quality of the show. And as such, I just want to make sure you guys remember, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit that like button. Yeah? That's something. Wait. No. That. That's something else too. All right. So we did the stories of the day. I just want to say, before I get into the other stuff, Wifey and I have been having so much fun watching that show. I've been talking about Better Call Saul. I highly recommend it. It is fantastic. And I am literally counting the hours before the finale, the final episode of WandaVision. It starts. Let's see, Darth Vader voice. Wait, I'm not still on Darth Vader voice, right? No? Anyway, WandaVision, also awesome show. It's on Disney. It's a Marvel TV show based off the characters from the movies. I love it. And it's almost like when you're reading, hey, Punxsutawney Mo, thank you, my friend, for the donation over there, whatever. Yeah, so it's almost like reading a really nice book, and when you get to the end, you're like, oh, damn, it's over. I'm going to miss all the characters. Oh, no. Yeah, it's kind of like that. But right after that, we have another Marvel show. It's the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Can't wait to see that. And yes, Jen, aka Lady OTL, and Fat Tony want to know if I'm going to watch Coming to America. Is that on tomorrow? Because absolutely, I will definitely be watching that. Also, maggots and Republicans are garbage. Says BDD, please bring the wig back. I got another one for tomorrow. And Watcher Soko, thank you for kicking in that lovely $10 donation. That is awesome. Yes. Hey, Monique, also thank you for the $5. And Watcher Soko, there's your little animation there. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with, what is it called? Quick hits. There is my quick hits. All right. As I had mentioned, Dr. Seuss and his stories have come under scrutiny of late. 6 of them in particular, 6 have been identified as having racially offensive overtones, specifically how some of the images were portrayed. Images of Asian people, images of black people, very offensive today. Now, when he first published them, that was commonplace to portray Asians and African Americans and people who look and sound different, to portray them in stereotypical ways. So it's these 6 books that have the Republicans in an uproar, and they're claiming, "Oh my God, Dr. Seuss is being canceled." There's one of those. There's one of those offensive images right there. Oh no, he's being canceled. So what do? They go now. He's not being canceled. It's actually the Seuss, Dr. Seuss Enterprises, like the family that owns the books. They're like, we're not going to publish that anymore. That is a dark mark on our reputation and our name. And after he had many years after he'd published the book, he stepped forward and he apologized. He saw that this was wrong. So they're not publishing those 6 books. The rest of his catalog is fine. But these knuckleheads, they're going and running out and buying all these books. And now 9 of the 10 top-selling books on Amazon are Dr. Seuss books. That's crazy, but whatever. Knock yourself out. Go nuts. Here's another one. This image here, portrayal of African Americans. That's not good. But yeah, maggots have never really figured out how to work a boycott or use their economic. These are the same people that set their own Nikes on fire, so you can't expect much from them, really. Mrs. Elaine Cho, wife of Mitch McConnell, has come under scrutiny because she's been using, or she had been using when she was the transportation secretary for Donald Trump, she was using her position and her staff to benefit her family members who are in the shipping business, and that's not good. Apparently, there are up to 4 ethics violations that she is being investigated for. And, I used to wonder, like, damn, how the hell did Mitch McConnell get anyone to marry him, let alone her? Well, it's clear she is as guilty and as crooked as he is. So, birds of a feather, they do flock together. But I for one am happy to see this happening. Hey, Cindy from Alaska, thank you, my friend. You too, Sylvia Correa from Madeira Island in Portugal. Thank you too. So yeah, I'm glad that this is happening to her, and I hope it happens to many, many more people from the Trump administration. This Schadenfreude is so delicious. I love it so much. Speaking of former Trump employees or staff, Kayleigh McEnany, she seemed to have landed on her feet just fine as she got a job for herself at Fox News. Oh, there's the sticky taco for Sylvia. Sticky taco. Sticky taco. Yeah, but aside from Kayleigh McEnany, there's a whole lot of other Trump staffers who are crying. Them sad. Them big sad, because he promised he was going to pay them for vacation time, and he don't pay them. Oh, you believed him too. You believed him. He doesn't pay anybody. He didn't pay Rudy his 20 grand that he was owed per day for farting in court and losing 60 court cases. He's not going to pay you guys. And they're also crying about having difficulty finding work. That is so surprising, because, yeah, it's not surprising at all. Not surprising. I need a musical instrument that will properly express the feeling. What is that? Oh, yeah, it's the world's smallest violin. That's what I need. I need that. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's pathetic, and it's not sad. Speaking of pathetic, we have the QAnon shaman, Jacob Chansley. Jacob Chansley is not demonstrating this kind of energy anymore. No, he was all full of testosterone and, I'm a guy with fur and horns on his head at the Capitol on January 6th. Well, now he's cooling his heels in jail. And he was interviewed by 60 Minutes. And in this interview, he claimed that his actions on January 6th were not an attack, that he was just trying to spread positive vibes, positive vibrations. And he even stopped someone from stealing muffins. Oh, that's so good. But dude, you were in the Capitol building. How did you get there? Did you walk past the bashed in windows and the doors that were destroyed? Did you? Because if you did, then you saw there was not a whole lot of positive vibrations. Oh, but you saved the muffins. This jackass. I don't care to give him much publicity, but I do enjoy looking at his mugshot, because he's missing a whole lot of swerve here. There's no swerve here. He's not beating his chest. Nope. And in fact, this is what he's looking like now. So sad. Not. All right. So that's it for our quick hits. Quick hits. Oh, damn. I didn't even do the quick hits thing. That's the quick hits. All right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Wait, do we do the time? Yeah, we're going to do the timeline cleanse, foist, and then we're going to do our roll call because I did miss you guys so much. Hey, Solid Blue Sister with the 10 spot. Oh, and Cha-Cha from Seattle with the 20 spot. Guys, you guys are too kind. Really, I do greatly appreciate it. I love you guys. Thank you so much. But now, without any further ado, it's time for our timeline cleanse. Timeline cleanse. Yeah. Did you guys hear that? Yeah. All right. So let's see. What do we got for our first one? The first one, I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated on the status of Rain and the kittens as much as possible. Jennifer Rayner says, I'm echoing. I'm not trying to. I don't know why. Asmila also says, big echo. Hold on. Let's see. How's that? Better? 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 Is that good? Gavin says, spooky echo. Sounds like the entrance to the haunted mansion. Better, echo. Better. Okay, good. All right. So, without any further ado, I give you dogs and cats sleeping together. Thank you, Natalie. Look at this. Look. Oh, no. No, we had a sticky taco interrupt that. Sorry, guys. Yeah, but it's adorable, and there's a whole lot of that stuff going on. They're like this now. They're like this. Anytime the cat comes around, Rain is sniffing at the butt. It's always the sniffing of the butt. Always the sniffing. No, we didn't have to drug them, Roger. They just like themselves. They like each other. They're very sweet. Now, continuing on the same theme of adorable or amazing animals. Next up, I have a very talented canine who is doing big things. He's literally jumping through hoops. Well, I wouldn't call these hoops, but they are, what are they, stanchions? No, whatever. But that is amazing to me. I'm telling you, I couldn't do that. Look at this. And he's got little treats. I wouldn't do all that for little treats. Bike racks. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Amazing. Amazing. Border Collie. That's what it is. Yes, very well trained. That is an amazing dog. Now, last but not least, for this timeline cleanse, I give you a public figure. She is a celebrity who is universally loved, who recently just got the first shot of the vaccine that she helped produce.
Well, hey, it's me. I'm finally going to get my vaccine. I'm
That's
so
Dolly
excited.
Parton.
I've been waiting a while. I'm old enough to get it, and I'm smart enough to get it. So I'm very happy that I'm going to get my Moderna shot today. And I wanted to tell everybody, I think you should get out there and do it too. I even changed
Listen
one
to
of my
this.
songs to fit the occasion. It goes, vaccine, 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 vaccine. I'm begging of you, please don't hesitate.
That's clever.
Vaccine, 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 vaccine. Because once you're dead, then that's a bit too late.
Mm-hmm.
I know I'm trying to be funny now, but I'm dead serious about the vaccine. I think we all want to get back to normal, whatever that is.
Yes.
And that would be a great shot in the arm, wouldn't it? If we could get back to that. But
Shot
anyhow,
in
I
the
just
arm.
wanted to encourage everybody, because the sooner we get to feeling better, the sooner we are going to get back to being normal. So I just want to say to all of you cowards out there,
Cowards.
don't be such a chicken squat.
Chicken
Get out
shit.
there and get shot.
I said it.
Anyway, that's my message to you. So I am going to call on my friend, Dr. Najia Boomrod, that's worked in research here at Vanderbilt. That's where I am today. And he's going to pop me in my arm. And so I'm going to call him in. I'm going to mask up first, though, because I have a
Right.
pretty good distance between me and the camera.
Mm.
So I'm going to try to put this on. And get that on, get my hair back around so I look good. You know, we gotta look good. Okay, Dr. Najee, get in here and give me a shot. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
It's so
Have you
good
been
to see you,
practicing?
and thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, well, thank you for helping me out. You've been here for years doing research at Vanderbilt, and you and I have been friends forever, and I thought it was only appropriate that you should be the one to give me my shot today.
Absolutely, and I'm so glad that you're here and that you're giving the great message, and we're ready.
Okay, well, I'm going to wait on you.
Okay.
I hope you practice. I even had a little cutout in my shirt. I matched it over here because I'm sure you can just reach down in there and surely find a muscle somewhere.
Vaccine fashion.
I'm going to wait for you. All right.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. Do what you got to do. You're the doctor. I'm just the patient. I didn't know you was going to be so clumsy. I hope you're going to do better with my shot. And I hope this don't look like it does on TV, where it looks like they're driving an ice pick in your arm. Okay.
Now, let me ask you, I have two questions to ask you. Do
Okay.
you have any bleeding disorders?
No,
Any serious allergies, anaphylactic reaction?
no.
Okay, we're ready.
I think I'm good to go. So. I'm going. I'm going. Well, it didn't take this long to film 9 to 5. Okay. I'm still waiting. Well, I've been waiting since December. I've been in line. Okay,
sweetie.
here I go. All right.
That's a very convenient shirt with the cutout there for the needle. That's perfect. I think I might get one of those. Yeah.
You got it?
I got it.
Okay.
You got it.
That didn't hurt. Just stung a little bit, but that was from the alcohol pad, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Beautiful. I mean, she is a beautiful person inside and out. I swear, I hope I look that good when I get to her age. That was fantastic. Hey, Wendy Kersey says, thank you for the super hearts, my friend. I didn't even realize that there were still super hearts to be given over there on Periscope. Come join us on the YouTube. We got the super chat. The super chat is better than the super heart. The super heart is no more after the March 31st. March 31, there's no more super heart. Excuse me. Okay. So that's it for our timeline cleanse, guys. So let's go ahead and do this roll call. Show me where you're coming from. Show me where you are at. Timeline cleanse. Wait, let me do one more. Timeline cleanse. All right, wait. Now, as I was goofing around, I missed a few. Here we go. We got Mickey Wojo Mom here with Bella from Rochester, New York. Welcome. Bonita from Columbus, Georgia, and Olivia in Seattle. Cindy from Lakewood, Washington. Jen and Fat Tony sending love and tacos from Elgin, Texas. Samantha is telling me I got 3 elbow points. Thank you so much. Jamie from Oshkosh, Wisconsin is here. Peter is a boss from Colorado. Sarah in Temple, Texas. The Trump Reaper is wishing it were raining in Long Beach, California. Amanda in Arkansas. Stacy in Northwest Indiana. Cha-Cha from Seattle. Jamie from Benicia, California. Marie from North Jersey. Gavin Rutherford from Scotland. And a big happy hello from Allison in Raleigh, North Kakalaki. Roger from Wedge, Farmington, Maine. And think first, that's Karen in Tucson, Arizona. Fox Hill Dreams from Aiken, South Kakalaki. Watcher Soko says she really missed the Super Hearts, but this is better. Wait, I got one for that. Bear with me. I got one for that. This one. Yeah. Okay. Jennifer from Wisconsin Rapids. Stacy from Miami, Florida. Star Shumate from Columbus, Ohio. Synth Fan from Orlando. Monique from the DMV. Jasmine from Eagle River. Anita from Columbus, Ohio. Sudie Q from Centennial, Colorado. Nurse Mitch from Glen Burnie, Maryland. Samantha from the Bronx. Karen Purdy from Newton Falls, Ohio. There she is. Marty from Calgary. Adrian from Columbus, Ohio. She Bee from Chi-Town, Chicago. Asmila J is working in Houston. Corey Lord from Bellevue, Washington. Ms. Nick from Stafford, Virginia. You're tubing from San Diego, California. Hold on, I'm saving up something for for West Virginia. You're tubing from San Diego, California. Mike from Lynchburg, Virginia. Kathy Murphy stuck in CT. Bernadette from Phoenix, Arizona. She from Boston. Cecile from Grapevine, Texas. Still masked and social distance despite Neanderthal edict. Michelle from Matthews, North Kakalaki. Colleen from Michigan. Watcher Soko from Orange County, California. Leeds from Leeds, UK. Hiya, everyone. Valerie and Bella Miyamami from Staten Island. Ramona from Wilmington, North Kakalaki. M. Ward from Margate, Florida. Punxsutawney Mo is here, y'all. Punxsutawney Mo. Robbie from Central Florida. Matt in Scotland. Teresa in Philly, Pennsylvania. Midas Cat from Kentucky. Lucy from Orange County, California. Tony D from Arkansas. Lisa Hathaway from West Virginia.
My mama, take me home, country road.
Yeah. I was saving that up for you. Nita is still wearing a mask in Texas. Tina G from Albuquerque. Deb from Kashmir, Washington. Natalaki from Long Island. She says it's really Natalie, but I will call you Natalaki. Deb from Kashmir, Washington. And Half Feathers Will Travel from Vermont. Misha from Long Beach, California. Pasta D in Richmond Hill, Georgia, with the 70 degrees. So lucky. And Michelle, thank you so kindly for the super chat. Love it very much. Stephanie from Florida. Spring Hill, Florida. Anna from Florida. Patty from Gainesville, Texas got her first shot last week. Congratulations. C from Kansas City. Sheila from Vancouver, Washington. Cindy from Alaska, where Murkowski isn't sure, she says. Victorina from Pahrump, Nevada. Sylvia from Madeira Island, Portugal. Gina P. from New Jersey. Phyllis from Long Island got the vaccine on Tuesday. You guys are awesome. Jasmine from Eagle River, Alaska. Eddie G. in Delray Beach. That's PR Princess, by the way. Linda in Aiken, South Kakalaki. Colleen in Shelby Township, Michigan. Solid Blue Sister from Southern California. She says she was called a Blue MAGA on Twitter. There is no Blue MAGA. There's no Blue MAGA. Honey Lemon from Steph in Rancho Santa Fe, California. Karina from Southern Cali. Synth Fan from Orlando. Gina from Jersey. Samantha from the Bronx. Kyle from Madison, Wisconsin. Howdy from F-Dub, Texas. Think First is here with the elves. Martin says hi. Debbie with Alexa and Blake from Boca Raton. Good vibes, good vibes. Lisa sending love from Jupiter, Florida. And Wilbur, there's our dog lover buddy. Roo, roo. And Shishi from Boston, Massachusetts. Colleen from Shelby Township, Michigan. Michelle in Berlin, CT. Wilbur from Martinez, Georgia. Hey! Oh, Starshimate says these delegates from Ohio request the OSU fight song. I don't know it. I'm sorry, I don't know it. Ronaldo Becchetti from Minnetonka, Minnesota. Oh! Like Lake Minnetonka, like Prince tricked that lady to walk into naked. She was naked. Dog from Norfolk, UK. Celestina, Port Angeles, Washington. Welcome to you. Did I fix my scroll? I think so. Mari says, I'm in a good mood. Yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood because I got some of these technical issues figured out. And Apollonia, thank you, Scribble My Dibbles. Scribble My Dibbles is here, y'all.
Scribble my dibble.
All right. Also, I'm feeling good because I got this much closer to getting the show back to 5:30. And that's a good thing. So let's see. First up, we got the March 4th. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is March 4th. And apparently, supposedly, Donald Trump was supposed to be, thank you, Jen and Fat Tony. Thank you, guys. Jen and Fat Tony were supposed to, excuse me, Donald Trump was supposed to be inaugurated today for the, as the 19th president under 1776 rules, apparently, from QAnon crazies. This was the latest thing. And needless to say, March 4th is almost over, and it didn't happen. So what are they going to do? They're just going to move the date. I believe the new date is now March 20th. March 20th. It's always going to be a different date. Yeah, the 19th. What? That doesn't even make you just going to ignore the rest of the what is nonsense? 19th president just chaps my. Anyway, so these pictures that you're looking at now, this is what this is what our United States Capitol looks like right now. And it doesn't look like it's going to be returning to normal anytime soon. In fact, officials are now in discussions on whether or not they're going to continue this going forward, because this remains a clear and present threat. They're going to just keep moving the date up, right? So now it's March 20th. So when March 20th comes, they're going to keep moving that date. And, our nation's capital is going to look like it's under siege. Why? Because Republicans are too chicken shit to step up and say the right thing and do the right thing. They don't even know what the right thing looks like anymore. They don't know what it looks like anymore. Right now, they've sacrificed their morals and values and principles because they're in trouble. On the one hand, they have a bunch of unruly fools that can be manipulated, right? But mostly only for Trump. And I'm talking about those QAnon fools. Don't get me wrong. There are still a whole lot of, I shouldn't say a whole lot. There are still a select few reasonable Republicans, some of whom I suspect did actually vote for Joe Biden. And this is clear because Joe Biden's approval rating is through the roof. It's at 60-something percent right now. 62, 61%. It's very high. And it's not surprising because he has not been wasting his time with golfing or tweeting or watching TV or getting into random beefs with random celebrities. He's all about the business, about getting shit done. And we're going to talk about one of the big things he's getting done a little later on in the show. But now this is our capital. This is what our capital looks like now. Thousands of servicemen, National Guard, Capitol Police, they're all deployed around the Capitol with fence topped off with barbed wire. That's what our Capitol looks like. And, the Republicans, they can solve this. They can stop it if they came forward and said, look, the election was not stolen. It was won fair and square. That's it. And all of them, they all have to present a united front in unison. If they really cared about America, if they were truly patriotic, if they truly cared about this unity they said was so important when they were trying to get Donald Trump's ass out of the fire. If they really cared about unity to that extent, they would do it. But they don't care. And on the other hand, they are fighting to remain relevant, right? Because Democrats are moving hard on some voting measures, on specifically HR1. HR1, folks, is a very big deal. This is something, no, Punxsutawney Moe's not trolling. He's a regular. Punxsutawney Moe's good, peeps. He's good. He's good. HR1 is the latest victory in the House. Now, of course, not a single Republican voted for it, but that's no surprise because, see, voting rights are a democratic ideal, is a democratic value. Democrats care about voting rights, about everybody getting the right to vote. Why? Because it benefits us. Because the more people who have access to voting, whether it's by mail or whether it's early voting, the more Democrats will get elected. And Republicans know that, so they're fighting against it. Against it. Now it's going to go to the Senate, and the last time it was in the Senate was in 2019. And in 2019, obviously, the bill went there to die. That was back when John Lewis, when the great John Lewis was still alive, he was strongly in support of HR1. There are some big things that this bill promises to do. First of all, it's a whopping 800-page bill. It's massive, massive. These bills, they tend to be very in the hundreds of pages. So first off, it prevents states from blocking vote by mail. Yeah, they're trying to block that shit because 2020, if 2020 was a template for anything, it was like, oh shit, we can vote by mail and win. That's a win-win for us, not so much for them. And they have been trying to call this last election fraudulent, and this is based off of Donald Trump's hurt feelings. That's it. It's based off of his hurt feelings and his inability to accept the fact that he got his ass dusted bad. So they're running with this election fraud lie, and that's why those 43 states started implementing or started creating new laws, 253 of them, to curtail, or I should say, to suppress the vote. It also calls for states to use independent commissions for redistricting. So if that sounds a lot like addressing the problem that is gerrymandering, yeah, it is. It is, and that's big. It also calls to ban congressional lawmakers from sitting on corporate boards. I would think this should have been a rule already for decades. How is this not already a rule? That's crooked. Stop lawmakers from using taxpayer money to reach settlements in employment discrimination cases stemming from their own actions. Yeah, they're trying to purge a lot of the corruption from Washington. This bill is great. It is fantastic. And that's why these Republicans are so dead set against it. Calling for a constitutional amendment, check this out, calling for a constitutional amendment to overturn Citizens United. That's big. That's huge. That's huge. That's like putting a stick of dynamite inside a cannonball inside a nuclear warhead. I mean, it's boom. National automatic voter registration. I love that. And the thing about that is they're setting that one up. They want to set it up in a way that you have to opt out. You don't have to opt in. It's automatic. If you want to opt out, you have to go to the trouble of, no, I don't want to be automatically registered. Who's going to do that? It's like you're automatically doing it for me. This is something that normally I would forget about. No. Yeah, automatic. Boom. Love it. That's probably my favorite thing about that. I also saw, I'm not sure if I'm right, but I also saw that they called for Election Day to be a national holiday. Why not? It should have been already. It should have already been that. Requires at least 15 consecutive days of early voting for federal elections. Early voting sites would be open for at least 10 hours per day. It's fantastic because, as you guys know, the past several elections, they look like this. They look like, hundreds of people waiting online to cast their vote, but only in densely populated areas with people of color. That's where you see those ridiculously long lines. And it also prohibits voter roll purging, like automatically taking people off of the voter roll for random reasons and they don't even the people don't even get a notification that they've been removed from the voter roll. It's a problem. It's just this sneaky shit that they do, and that's what Republicans are. They're sneaky as hell. They're sneaky. Don't like it. Anyway, excuse me. Let's move on to the big one. This is a big one. This is the fight. This is a big fight for a COVID relief bill. Now, it shouldn't be a big fight. The COVID relief bill is massively popular. It's popular with Democrats and it's popular with Republicans. They won't admit it in public, but it is. It's very popular. A majority of Americans do support what's in this bill, mainly the checks, because who don't want a check? I need a check. You need a check. We all gonna need a check. A lot of people need a check because the people are hurting. Almost one full year we've been on lockdown and millions of people have lost their jobs. The unemployment numbers are not promising. Just last week, over 700,000 new people employed submitted unemployment for the first time ever. So, yeah, the numbers are not going in the right direction. So, people are hurting, and we need checks, and we need them like 2 months ago. We needed them like 8 months ago, actually, if I'm being honest. And so how people have managed to stay afloat to survive is nothing short of a miracle. People are going to food banks and they're getting donations and starting GoFundMe pages, all that stuff. It's tough. It's tough on everybody. Now, here's one new wrinkle in the COVID relief bill that's some people are not going to be happy to hear about, but it's in there. And Democrats agreed to this. They agreed to narrow the requirements, the financial requirements for the COVID relief bill for a check. In order to get that stimulus check, now they've lowered the number salary, I believe, for individuals, it's 80,000, and for families, it's 160,000 for families, like a family of four. And so that's going to leave a lot of people out in the cold. Now, if you look at those numbers, you're like, oh, wow, 160,000, that's a ton of money. But really, if you live in a state or an area or city that has very high property values and high rent, et cetera, places like New York and California, Chicago, I believe, is another one, Illinois, yeah. There's places where you are working to pay rent. If you're making 160 grand, you're not rich. You would think those people, oh, yes, 160, that's a lot of money, but not really, because more than half of that goes to just paying for the rent. So, so Ron Johnson has decided, yeah, perfect timing. So you see this cup of coffee that Chuck Schumer is holding? He's going to need it. He's going to need it because right now, what's happening right this second is that they are reading the pages, each of the pages of this bill. Is going to take over 10 hours for them to finish reading that shit. And why are they doing that? So this graphic here, that's just when the House passed the bill. But the reason they're doing that is because of this jackass here, Ron Johnson. Ron Johnson wants to gum up the works and he wants to slow the process down. He's like, I just want to make sure people get a chance to look at what's in the bill. Dude, you don't need to hold everybody up for that shit. Just read it. Read it. Have your staffers read it and bullet point it. You don't need to slow this down. You don't need to prolong the debate on this because at the end of the day, this thing will be passed by hook or by crook. It will be passed. But This does not help Republicans. And I'm not even talking about that pretend game like, that they're fiscally conservative, because they've been exposed on that point already. They're not fiscally conservative. They handed Trump a $2 trillion tax break to millionaires and billionaires. A huge tax cut. So don't tell me shit about you're fiscally conservative. You're only fiscally conservative when it comes to giving money to people who need it, giving money to the poor, pulling the middle class out from underneath the crushing weight of having to carry the load for the country. It's the middle class is providing a whole lot of that tax revenue. So this is going to be a big fight because Republicans really cannot afford to let Democrats get a win on this. They can't. It's a popular bill. It's giving people money. And it's going to save a whole lot of businesses, a whole lot of individuals, and could possibly be the thing that we need to jumpstart us out of this pandemic. The pandemic is not just the health aspect. It's not just the disease, but it's also the economic impact that is hitting people. So it's a big fight, and just stay tuned. Stay tuned. Meanwhile, people who are on unemployment really need this to pass quickly, because those extended unemployment benefits, them shits is coming to an end, I think, next week. Is it next week? It's either next week or the week after. It's very soon. So if they don't shit or get off the pot, a lot more people are going to be suffering unnecessarily. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, yeah. I did forget to mention, I don't think anybody mentioned this, but if you notice, Brooklyn Dad's beard is looking a little neater today because he did finally get a trim. Now, I told you guys a little while ago, I'm thinking about doing like a beard shave challenge. If I'm able to somehow miraculously garner 10,000 subscriptions by the end of March. Of course, I have to promote this. I haven't started promoting it yet. I am scared of it. Scared. I do want the additional subscribers. Don't get me wrong. I want more subscribers, but I love this beard. It took so long to grow it. It really did. It really did. This is not like a 1 or 2 month beard. This is like pandemic beard. When I go to the barber, I'm just like, just trim off like 3 or 4, just trim off 3 or 4, and then I'm good. But I never used to wear it this thick. I used to wear it very close, tight to my face. So I can do that. I just, not looking forward to it. Plus, if I get 20,000 subscribers, even the mustache comes off. You don't even want to see me. You don't even want to see me without the mustache. Seriously, I don't want to see me without the mustache. But I'm prepared for it. I have gimmicks and things that I will do to make it not as painful. All right, it is now time for that segment of the show. Hey, M. Ward, don't even choke. He said, I'll unsubscribe so you can keep it longer. Don't do it. So it's now time for that segment of the show that I like to call You Raggedy Bitch. Huh? Yeah, so for today's You Raggedy Bitch, we got 2 seriously crazy members of the GOP, the House GOP, that are in way over their heads, way over. First up, Lauren Boebert.
We can't say the same for the so-called Equality Act, which we all know that's just the Democrats using a play on words. There's nothing about equality in that act. If anything, it's supremacy of gays and lesbians and transvestites. I mean, like, that's what this is about putting them higher than anyone else. It's not about equality. If you look at the Constitution, then that is where equality is kept secure and held sacred. We have the 14th Amendment that says that all men are equal under the law. So we need to hold that supreme rather than woke ideologies. So unfortunately,
what is she even saying? I see Scribble My Dibble say, what is she talking about? Did you ever have to take a test or have to give an oral presentation, but you didn't prepare for it? You didn't write anything. You didn't study anything. Yeah, she's talking about transvestites. That's not what the T in LGBTQ stands for. But yeah, it sounds like she watched like a half hour of something on Fox News and then briefly skimmed through an article on Breitbart.com, and then she did a word salad. That's all it was. She tried to throw out some buzzwords. So Lauren Boebert is one of many Republicans who are embracing the culture war, and they are trying to use. Oh yes, she needs to leave. They are trying to use our LGBTQ brothers and sisters as weapons, and that shit is not gonna fly. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I don't know how she got elected, but she is an insurrectionist. She is the one who tweeted, "This is 1776." She was the one who tweeted the location of Nancy Pelosi on January 6th. It pisses me off that she has not been arrested. Seriously, just arrested. They said she gave it to, I don't know, 100% don't know if this is true, but they said she gave a tour to some of the insurrectionists either the day or days before January 6th. When you think about Congress, you think about people often ask me, would you want to run for office? And, I'm like, nah. And what's my rationale besides the whole thing about privacy? In my brain, when I think about Congress, when I think about politicians, I think about most of these folks went to law school or they went to some Ivy League college, I did not. Now she is demonstrating that you could just be somebody off the street without two brain cells to rub together and you can get elected. Louis Gohmert too. He already proved that. All right, but you get what I'm saying. I gotta fix this. Hold on. You raggedy bitch. Did that work? I don't know. Did that work, guys? Did I sound? Was the voice crazy deep? Finish high school. Yes, Jamie. Yeah. No, it didn't work. Damn it. All right, that's another wrinkle I got to figure out. And next up, we have Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I also today, Mr. Speaker, make a motion to adjourn so Democrats can think a little bit harder.
Members are reminded to make their remarks to the chair.
Mr. Speaker, I make a motion to adjourn.
The question is on the motion to adjourn. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed say no. The noes have it.
Speaker asks for a roll call vote.
Pursuant to Section 3S of House Resolution 8, the yeas and nays are ordered. Members will record their votes by electronic device.
That's just more procedural nonsense. In fact, in this vote happened. That thing happened like 2 days ago. Still, I had to bring it to your attention because it's so ridiculous that even fellow Republicans voted against her. They didn't have to. They're getting tired of her shit. She's another one who doesn't know what she's doing, doesn't bother to ask questions, but as long as she makes some liberals mad, that's all she cares about. That's all she cares about. She's not trying to accomplish anything. She's just a rabble rouser. And I believe that day she was wearing a mask that said something about Joe Biden being useless. Oh, as useless as the mask she was wearing, which, on so many levels. First of all, like, if you are a leader in Congress, if you are representing people, then it is your responsibility to be responsible in public and represent. Don't embarrass your constituents with that kind of bullshit. It is responsible to wear a mask. It is responsible to get a vaccine. And she is another insurrectionist, January 6th insurrectionist that just needs to be expelled. I don't know why she hasn't been expelled yet, or at least, like I said about Lauren Bobblehead, brought in for questioning by the authorities, at the very least. This is dangerous, and it's not going to get better if we just ignore her. Yeah, people say, don't give her any space or airtime. You ignore her, she's just going to get more outrageous and more ridiculous. So that's not the thing. The thing is, and the rest of her Republican colleagues know, she has no business being in there. She needs to be expelled. Period. So let me try that again. Let me see.
You raggedy bitch.
Huh? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? Synthfan says yeah. I love these sound effects. Wait a minute. I love these sound effects. Yeah? Yeah? It's nice? You like it? Synthfan, you got it right. You wrote harmony, and that is actually the name of that sound effect. It is harmony. Yeah, I sound better with auto-tune. What did you know? Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the littlest president. The littlest president is available on BrooklynDadDefiant.com. It's also available on Amazon.com. If you want to get it on the Amazon.com, that's okay with me. But you really should get it on the BrooklynDadDefiant.com, because when you do, you get this beautiful signature. Hooray! Look, even the kids, they love it so much. They said hooray. This beautiful swooshy handwriting, and it says Hui Juan. Hui Juan. Let's see. Let's get this up. Sound off. Yeah, just messing with my soundboard. I'm trying not to be too distracted. The Littlest President is starring President Barack Obama, Hillary Rodham Clinton, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Joseph R. Biden, and the R stands for ready to kick that ass. Time out. Trump Reaper just asked, what is the anniversary of the Littlest President? The anniversary is March 21st, was the day that this went on sale. Almost a full year ago. Bladderbear pooping, holding the puppet strings on Spanky McDumbass. Complicit Barbie. Rudy Giuliani. Gummy McJuicebox, Kellyanne Conjob, Stephen the Snake Miller, and Mitch McTurtle McConnell. Rosemary Preston says, hey, didn't know you were on YouTube. You are getting hard to keep up with. I've been here now for a minute. Almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. I just popped on here in January. All right. It is now time for our favorite page because this is Spanky McDumbass. Spanky McDumbass is sad. He used to be rich. He used to be a businessman. He used to be a TV star. He used to be the littlest president. But now Spanky McDumbass is in jail. How did he get here? Let's go back. Let us go back, shall we? Yeah, and he used to have a Twitter account. He used to be allowed in Costco. He used to be, and still is, a dirtbag. Dirtbag. Then Spanky decided he wanted to become president. He decided that there were just enough hateful people in America to follow him. You know, Deb says he used to be a billionaire. I'm not sure if he ever actually was a billionaire, if that was all smoke and mirrors. And we'll never know. Or we might after the tax returns are looked at. And when he announced he was running for president, he told people he would build a big, beautiful wall to keep Mexicans out of America, and that Mexico would pay for it. He said they were sending murderers, rapists, and other criminals, and horrible, hateful people cheered. Spanky was a fascist demagogue. And yeah, and he still is. He is still a danger for as long as he is out there and has his freedom and he's able to raise funds and have rallies and do all that kind of stuff. He's going to be a problem. He's got millions of people who still believe that the election was stolen from him. This is not a small thing. It's not a small thing. Yes, and Jamie says lock him up. And as much as I don't want us to turn into them, them with the lock him up or lock her up. Seriously, though, if there's ever anyone who deserved to be locked up, it is him. He incited an attack on our own government. It's that simple. You don't let people who try to burn your house down, you don't invite them over for dinner. You don't. All right, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Let's see. Do I have something fun? Okay. Let's see if I can answer some questions from you. I have time for this many. That was supposed to be chipmunk sound. I don't know if it did it sound like chipmunk? Yeah? Good. Gavin says yes, chipmunk. Nice. I like it very much. Yeah, it's awesome. And don't forget, guys, to hit the like button if you enjoy this show as much as I enjoy it. And I'm enjoying it immensely today because I got all these fantastic things happen. I got pictures and I got sounds and I got things like that. I got this guy. He's awesome. I'm trying to turn him off. I don't know how to turn this one here. Okay. All right. Questions. What kind of question do you have for Big Brooklyn Dad? Let's see. Wait. Cameron Purdy's telling Roger to take a bow. What did Roger do? Let me see. Roger, you made a funny? I want to know. What did he say? Oh, Lisa's saying, Roger, good one. I need to see. Now I need to see. You need to leave. Roger says he used to keep his taxes secret. Yeah, that's a good one. That's good. That's very good. All right, let me do this one.
Hooray!
Yeah, you got some fans out there, Roger. Let's see. Hey, there we go. Solid Blue Sister says, a lot of Republican pundits have either switched to independent or Democrat. Do you see Republicans in the House doing the same? As for Senate, do you think there is hope for Mitt Romney? I will say no and no. As in, if there's hope for Mitt Romney leaving the Republican Party, no, he will not. He will not. He is now perched upon the I am the reasonable Republican thing, and he's going to stay there. As long as the rest of these Republicans are shitty, he benefits from being a stark contrast, and he still has a strong base of Republican support and some Democrats who are like, he's reasonable. I like him. Yeah, but he's still no hope for him. And no hope for especially the Republicans in the House. Nah. We got to vote them out. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Likes the new hat and the sweatshirt. The sweatshirt is also available on BrooklynDadDefiant.com. And I do a horrible job of promoting my own stuff. It's like I wear it, and I think that should be enough. Sheila says, are you going to wear your BDD hat during the summer? No, I'm going to get a baseball cap. This would be way too hot. It gets like really hot here, like 90 degrees sometimes. Bernadette Ramos wants to know, do you think this stimulus bill mess up will affect the 2022 midterm? She does, and I agree. I think it will. I think that Republican House candidates who voted against it, they did not do themselves any favors. They did not, because people need this. And when when it turns out to be really as good as it's supposed to be, those guys, they got no excuse. So yeah. And oh shit, Laka808 has just donated $20 through the super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. How far behind am I in these comments? I'm very backed up here. Okay, one more, and it's Laka808. She wants to know, why do you think Cruz likes getting bitch slapped all the time? I think Ted Cruz has accepted who he is, and as such, I think he's embraced it. I saw a scene just like that yesterday, the day before, on not Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, where his brother Chuck tells him, look, you just have to accept who you are. Accept who you are, embrace it, and you will be more successful. And I think he's just accepted that he is that guy that everybody hates, but he's going to just survive. And the one who lasts the longest somehow succeeds. That's all the time I have, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for another excellent episode of Storytime with BDD. I'm your host, BDD, aka Brooklyn Dad. Please remember, if you have to go out, make sure you wear your masks, wear your gloves, keep your social distance 6 feet or better, and have a lovely, relaxing, pleasant evening. I will see you here tomorrow, same time, same place. I love you all. Peace. Hey. I love this song. Hey. Hey. You need to leave. You need to leave. Remember to hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hey. Hey. Shake your booty. Good night, Raja. That's Alfred E. Newman is your icon. What's that called? Buenas noches.